Don't worry, it's still loading up. It takes like a minute or so, but it'll start in a second. Hi guys, welcome back. This is actually episode 10 of Drift Talk, and as you can tell from the title and the thumbnail, we've got Alex here and he's got a super cool car. So we'll start off with what is your car? Tell everyone about your car.
So I drive a Graff 100 Mark II. So it's a little bit different than Chaser, but I just have some friends that like people will just call it Chaser.
Yeah, I did.
The Mark II, yeah, it's just a standard one Jazzy with a little turbo on it. Makes a lot of power. It's fun.
Yeah, do you know how much power it makes exactly?
Not exactly at all. It's new setup, so once I get upstairs, I'll talk to him. He's gonna come back on it. He would talk to me for about 500.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sorry, my audio isn't working for some reason. Let me try fix that. Um, Sorry about this, guys. Let's see. See if you can hear now. So yeah, sorry. We'll start the questions again if that's okay.
Yeah, no worries.
So yeah, what was your car again? Go for it.
So it's a JZX 100 Mark II. It has a standard 1JZ engine in it. It's got a Borg Warner 7670 turbo on it, and just your basic bolt-ons, power up CECU, and hopefully it's going to make about 500 horsepower. We haven't had it fully mapped yet, so.
Yeah, 500 horsepower is definitely enough power. Like, even the E30 is like 200 horsepower, so that's like
Yeah,
double.
exactly. I mean, the only reason it's 500 horsepower is because I've owned the car for 8 years.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
it was standard power for like a good 4 years, and that was more than enough.
Yeah. How did you come across the car then?
So the car was purchased from my buddy in Okinawa, Japan, which is where I used to live back from 2011, 2015. I had just gone to Bisu, and I shared a JZX 100 Mark II with a friend of mine, and I had had a Skyline before that. And so I'd never experienced JZ power before. So the first time I ever drove this car, it was just a whole nother world compared to drifting my Skyline. And
Yeah.
as soon as I got back from Abisu, I was like, dude, I want to buy that car. Because he had been selling it for a while. And I was like, he's like, just sell it to me. I'm buying it. That was it.
Yeah. So you lived in Japan for what was it, 4 years?
Yeah, 2011 to 2015.
So did you go there just for drifting, or yeah? How did
So,
you end up going across?
yeah, so I went there when I was 18. So I just basically finished high school, and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. So I just joined the forces, because why not? And luckily, I mean, they sent me to Japan. So just got really lucky. And I didn't even really, I wasn't even into drifting at all. Like, I had seen Tokyo Drift, but
Yeah.
when I was a kid, the cool things were like STIs and Evos. Like, that was the cool thing.
Yeah.
So I had known about Skylines, but it wasn't like drifting wasn't like a massive thing to me.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah.
So did you just sort of like go to a drift event and then just think like keep getting
So
into it?
basically, what happened is I got there, and I had known about Skylines, but I didn't realize like how many different types of Skylines were. All I had seen was like the 4 red lights, in the back. That's all I knew. So I just picked up like a R33 Skyline. It was automatic, just because I love Skylines. And then I had gone to like the garage. Oh gosh, I just lost it. I went to the garage. It's hard to talk and drift.
Yeah.
I went to the local garage on the base, and there was these kids that were working on drift cars. And I was like, hey, can you help me like put on this steering wheel? And then I was like looking at the cars, like, these look kind of serious. And they're like, yeah. This kid was like, mine's out back. You want to check it out? I checked it out, and it was like a slammed S14. I mean, straight piped SR. He started it up, and I was like, oh, okay. And then it's like, yeah, man, this is my drift car, blah, blah, blah. You should come to this drift event. It's happening this weekend. I was like, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. I get to this drift event. I had never seen this many like Japanese drift cars in my life. And they're just ripping around the track. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, how do I do that? I mean, luckily I had bought an R33, but it was automatic. So these kids helped me. They helped me manual swap it to 5-speed, and then I just went to a track and just tried to start learning drifting because that's what I wanted to do after that point, basically.
That sounds really. That's like a pretty cool story. Like some people like me, I just found drifting on YouTube and just got into it. Like going to drift schools, but like going to Japan and actually going around there. So that's sort of how different is drifting over there?
It's it's a lot of like standard setup cars. It's their street cars because you can't really have more than one car in Japan. So like everything's really super like simple and set up because it's their daily driver cars too, and it's just a lot of like I said, standard cars, stock power. Then just throwing the cars in,
Yeah.
Like proper cool driving styles. Like I fell in love with, and that's just kind of how I adapted my driving style.
Yeah, I've seen people on YouTube like just throwing it in at like 100 miles an hour backwards.
Sure, yeah. But like, yeah, everyone remembers their very first moment they fell in love with drifting. What was yours?
Well, like, I didn't go to like many events before I even started drifting. So I pretty much knew how to drift before I even went to like a drift cup event.
Wow.
So like my first moment in sort of drifting as a whole was when I first learned how to do donuts.
Okay.
And I was like, I'd already seen all the YouTube drifting videos and just thought that's really cool. And then when I first did a donut, I was like, yeah, I can do this.
So you basically saw videos. That's how you got introduced to it.
Yeah, it's literally like the power of YouTube just got me interested into drifting. So, what was your first car that you ever owned?
So my first car I ever owned was a 2000 Honda Accord. I drove that from like 14 years of age until 18 years of age. And then literally my second car was R33 Skyline.
It's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah. And I paid $3,000 for it too, so it was quite nice back then.
That is not bad at all. I think if it went for that now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then the first drift car was the what was it again?
R33 Skyline, which honestly is like such a good car to learn how to drift in. They're a little bit bigger, they're a little more boatier, but they really just handle really nicely, and they're just a really good starter car. Nowadays, if you have the budget, obviously, if you can get a cheaper BMW, that's going to be the way to go because just maximum seat time is going to be the best way. That's the thing about the Skyline. It was maybe had like caster arms, had a little bit of a boost up, but it was just stock and just gave me so much seat time. That was literally it. Just so much seat time.
Yeah. So you have a wheel sponsor, which is actually really cool. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I completely forgot about that. I should probably talk about that more. But yeah, I'm sponsored by Kansei Wheels. They hit me up last year and hooked me up with their new wheel. It's the Roku Formlight.
Yeah, I've seen them. They look super cool.
Yeah, they're really cool, and they're not like your standard cast wheel. Like I won't name any brands, but they're not just casted. They're actually called flow forms. They start off as like a skinnier width, and then they actually heat the metal up and pull it, so it actually has some strength in them. So they're really good rims. And they also have a wheel called the Tandem, which kind of looks like a R34 GTR wheel mixed with like a CST wheel you see in Japan. They're really cool.
Yeah, I've seen them look really cool, and your whole car sort of presentation is just really cool.
I appreciate that.
Like I know like from having the E30 and like I don't care like massively about the E30.
Sure.
But I know how hard it is to keep a car like clean and looking decent, and you do that pretty well.
Oh, I appreciate it. I was really happy when I saw what kit you put on your car.
Yeah, it's trying to make the PS13 like that's cool.
Yeah, proper. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
That's
a quick
all
update
about.
for people watching is the PS13 is actually going in its wrapping. It's in the wrapping place at the minute, so that's super exciting.
Ooh.
Can't wait to see that.
Is it gonna be full livery, full sponsor, everything?
Yeah, it's not exactly like sort of the most like JDM livery, but it's like
Sure.
it's cool. It's not no flames or anything, but yeah, I'm not gonna give any more about that away.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, I can't wait to drive again. So
Sure.
are you planning to do like go all the way, go like Drift Masters and like go all the way up in competition?
So the plan was because I am in the forces, I have limited time here. So I have 3 more years here in the UK, and
Yeah.
it's so easy to compete in the UK that I at least wanted to try to obtain at least a pro-am license. So when I went back to America, I could go straight into pro-am,
Yeah.
and then see what happens. But Drift Masters, I mean, that would just be the ultimate fairy tale. But who knows? I don't even really have a proper setup. I'm just driving my car to the track still, so. In the next 3 years, probably not going to happen. But if we can get a pro-am license in the next 3 years, that would be the ultimate goal.
Yeah, I think it's doable because I've driven with you and you're a very good driver. So it's definitely doable for your driving. But yeah, no, I think obviously Drift Cup was cancelled this year due to coronavirus, but I still think there's definitely loads of opportunities to drift this year, which is super cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm hoping to get some good drift days in for sure. Good
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, lots of practice days open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you ever drift the Skyline when it was automatic?
No.
This is one of my comment questions.
It's definitely possible. I've seen some Japanese guys that go to tracks and drift automatic stuff. But no, I never drifted it as automatic.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a bit of a challenge there.
Quite difficult, yes.
Yeah, so
Sure.
you've been drifting for a while now, so what sort of, I know it's hard to single out like best and worst moments, but like what would you say is like your best moment in drifting?
Okay, I have a really good story for that one. In Japan, my best moment probably had to have been we used to go to this mountain spot a lot. It was kind of like a Japanese exclusive spot. Americans weren't really allowed there, but there was these other Americans that had started drifting with them, and so we kind of more so got invited, and we went there a few times. And there was one moment where I pulled because in Japan when you go toge, everyone lines up at the bottom, you drift up, and then you all drive back down. And if there's nobody at the bottom, you just sit there and listen out the window and wait to hear people. So you all just, yeah, it's kind of cool. Like they're really good about their signals, how they use their blinkers to say like, oh, I'm not drifting, or it's so cool how they do things. But yeah, so everyone drifts up, everyone drives back down. So I went out to go start the toge, and I pull out. And as soon as I pull out, this Japanese guy, he was one that was probably one of the best guys that were drifting there. He was a local. He pulled up right behind me into my bumper and was like, let's go, you know? So that's telling me like he trusts me to do the lead line, and you know, it was like ultimate respect. It was so cool. Like yeah. Oh, that moment was just but yeah, that's probably top one of my moments. I'm trying to think like in the UK, I've had so many good times in the UK as well. With drifting, so many highs. I mean, oh my gosh, the Matsuri is so much fun. Like,
Yeah, that was really fun.
Did you do Matsuri? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did one or two of the days. Yeah, one of the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super fun. Like that track, I know you've driven tracks all around, but like I've only driven in the UK, and it's got to be my favorite track. It's just so fast. It's
yes,
awesome.
the big track is top 3 for sure. I've ever drifted that big track.
What is your top few tracks you ever driven?
Okay, Abisu number 1. Every track at Abisu. That's just ultimate. And then I'd have to say it's a tie for second and third between there's a track called Castelletto di Branduzzo. It's in Italy because I lived in Italy actually for 2 years before I came to the UK. So after Japan, I went to Italy for 2 years.
Yeah.
And there's a track there. They did some King of Europe stuff, Queen of Europe stuff there. That track is super sick. It's just literally the entire track. It'll take you like over a minute to get through that track, and you just link the whole thing. It's so cool, and it's like really like tight, short, snappy stuff, which is what I just absolutely love.
Yeah.
To drift. So it would have to be a tie between Anglesey and that track in Italy, and then it'll be number 1 for sure.
Sounds super awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Japan at some point, hopefully soon, to go and drive there. That would be like my ultimate holiday.
Yeah, as soon as you get the opportunity, you have to go.
Yeah.
I would say probably like a week before the Matsuri, drift all week, and then do the Matsuri. It would be so like that's like the ultimate, I think.
Yeah. So I know it's just like trying to keep it positive, but what's your worst moment in drifting? Because we've all had those.
Worst moment. I don't even have to think about it. Worst moment crashing at it's on the Assetto. It's called Kita. I don't know why, but it's called North Course for pretty much I think the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I was drifting North Course in my Mark II that I was sharing with my buddy, and I'm trying to learn how to link, because I mean, to be honest, when I went to Ibiza, I wasn't really that good at drifting. Ibiza taught me so much about drifting because the tracks force you to drive a certain way. And I'm trying to do the big long corner that everyone's doing. You know, everyone gets the footy on, just absolutely sending it down the straight. And I come around, I can't really get it, and I yell out the window, "Yo, one more time, just one more time!" So I'm just bombing it up this hill, and I kick out. I kick out too late. The car is like counter steering so much. By the time I get ready to go back the other way, the car's just stuck in the wall. I just put it straight into the wall.
Oh.
And lo and behold, somebody standing on the wall watching was Robbie Nishida.
Oh.
I was like, no. And just the car's absolutely wrecked. And we cracked the harmonic balancer. I mean, the car we still drifted it, but it was really bad.
Oh dear.
But yeah, by far worst moment for sure.
Ah. Quick questions from my comments.
Sure.
Does Alex mountain bike? Just a random one, I guess.
Mountain bike?
Yeah.
No, I don't actually. I did as a kid, but seems like there's a lot of cool mountain bike out here. Actually, I've been keen to try it, but no.
Oh, nearly crashing.
You do mountain biking, don't you?
Yeah, just a little bit, not like a ton, but like
Oh,
a bit
okay.
of time. It's nice.
Yeah,
nice
good
to get
exercise.
out. Love to see Max with the Japan. Be so funny. The commentary is hilarious. Yeah, the commentary over there is really cool. I've seen some other clips, and
Oh yeah, and all
I
the
wish
people
we
that-
had them commentators over here because like it's
Yeah.
makes it really really exciting.
They're just on a new level, aren't they? So much hype.
Yeah. So I don't know if this goes along with like your best moment. Oh, it probably does
Okay.
now. But one of the questions I've got is, what's your proudest drift moment?
Ooh, proudest drift moment. I'd say it's a cumulative of it's anytime you can get somebody in the car
Yeah.
and give them that first experience of drifting and just see and just know that you now both you've felt what drifting feels like. You haven't, explaining is one thing. You send them doing the taxi to the car is really fun because you get sometimes you get people that have never been in a drift car and you take them around Three Sisters and they're just their jaw is just dropped.
Yeah,
They don't even know what to
absolutely
think.
love that.
It's the best feeling in the world. I mean, just being able to give people that experience, just get more people into drifting, really, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, if you guys watching go back on my videos, you'll see the video when I took my nan out at Teesside, and my grandma was just like
That's awesome.
so like her face was terrified, and I was like, yeah, it was just the best. Like,
what did she say when?
well, she couldn't really talk very much because she was just so like. She was like, "Oh yeah, that was so fun, but I don't want to go again."
Yeah, you get that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even I get nervous in the passenger seat with other people. Like,
Yeah, honestly, I can't really do the passenger seat too much. I've got to be driving.
Yeah, when you're not in control, it's like you know exactly what you'd do and what corrections you'd make.
Sure.
And then it's like, you're not making that correction, and we're gonna crash.
Yeah.
No, I think drifting has got to be one of the best feelings of just absolutely going around the track and you just feel amazing.
Yeah, it's nothing like you could ever felt before.
So yeah, do you take people round in passengers a lot then?
Honestly, anytime anybody wants to jump in the car, I'm more than happy to. So that just makes it that much more fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sharing that experience with someone is just you
Yeah.
both know you both had the same feeling of, oh my god, I'm gonna die, but it's so fun at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit,
I
sorry.
was doing a massive entry. But yeah, do you find that drifting on a simulator really helps with your driving in real life?
I would say it depends on the level you're at in drifting.
Yeah.
I think personally, if you've never drifted before and you want an idea of how to modulate the throttle and understand counter steering and front braking and just the reactions of a vehicle, I'd say it's so good. I mean, you're not sitting there thrashing your car.
Yeah, and crashing
For
it.
somebody that's been drifting for almost 10 years, it's fun and it keep your feet warm. That's what I always say. Just keep your feet warm.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've like learned anything. The only thing I've probably really got out of it is just being able to chase people, I guess. That's one thing you can get out of it if you've been drifting for a while.
Yeah, and you can watch everything back, which is nice.
That's a good point. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, I always like, if I'm twinning or I'm doing something like going for a crazy entry, you can I always go into the replay and just think, okay, so what did I do wrong there? Why did I spin out? Or whatever
Oh, that's
happened.
actually, yeah. Huh.
You have so much grip. You're actually flying around here.
I haven't done anything. I just took the sway bars off completely.
Yeah, no, it's weird because you can definitely tune your car to like your driving style, because you can get that car on like a really good, like some good angle, but also have like the forward grip and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it does help with like sort of understanding lots of different things. Like when I wasn't like, I'd done a little bit of twinning before, and then I went on a simulator, learned how to twin, went into a competition, and like I know that I came third in the competition, and I know that because of the simulator, that's why why I could do it, which is super cool. So yeah, I'd recommend anyone who wants to get into drifting to definitely get a simulator.
100%. It's not gonna. I mean, it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, and it doesn't cost any. Well,
Save some money on tires. Yeah, save some money on tires in the long run. Sure.
Someone in my comments said Alex got him into drifting. So there you go. Got someone into drifting there.
Who's that? What's the name?
Victor Williams.
Oh yeah, Victor. He works with me. I took him funny enough. Yeah, I took him around Three Sisters, and then I ended up buying a Miata. I just took it to the track and started just learning.
That's really cool. Yeah, I can't wait until the day that I inspire someone to start drifting.
Can't wait. I'm sure you've inspired plenty of people already, man.
Hopefully.
I mean, you're like the epitome of what a kid wants us to do is start getting into drifting as soon as possible. That's like so awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I have the YouTube, is just to like show people anyone can start drifting, and it's awesome.
And you did, all this seat time in just, a pretty standard E30.
Yeah, seat time is the king. Like that's why, like that's just all you can ask for to get better at drifting. Like you can change your car, you can watch videos, but the main thing you can do to get better is to just spend that time in the car drifting.
100%. If you're sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, it's my setup, it's my this and that, it's just like just get as comfortable as you can with your car.
Yeah, I think definitely, like, obviously setup can be like a big issue.
For sure.
If you can learn to drift, I figured this. If you can learn to drift with a bad setup, then when you get a good setup, it's so much easier.
Like cheat codes.
I felt like with the PS13 last weekend, like drifting E30 it's a bit like ugh, but then I jumped on with Wise Fab and the LS, and it was like, oh, it's pretty
How is
easy.
the Wise Fab?
That I really like that. We got Slide the Motorsport and Jason Clark to set it all up for us. Jason Clark did the car, and it just feels amazing, and it feels actually pretty similar to the sim, I'd say.
Really? That's quite interesting.
And obviously the LS as well is like, I know it's not exactly a sort of SR or 2J that's like full on Japanese, but oh my god, it's just like, here's some power straight away. Which
it's all the torque. It's just torque everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I can run around Luna, and just like put it in fourth, even like, around the start of Luna, and the wheels just spin up straight away, which is really cool.
Yeah, I found myself trying to spin up in Lunar when I didn't have as much power going into third. It's annoying. So just being able to have that luxury, it's gonna make a world of difference.
Yeah, like I remember. In the E30, it's like only on a really warm day when my tyres are near the end, it's like just pop it into fourth at the very top of the corner.
Right.
But like it's not like easy like it is in the E30.
Especially if you're chasing. If you're chasing and you're stuck in like a gear.
Yeah.
And you can't get it up. It's just, and then you're like, oh, going the gear lower, and then it's just like you're pinging off the rev limit. And you're like, crap.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know, because I haven't really put anything on social media, but here's a little teaser for everyone for the vlog tomorrow. last weekend when we were at Three Sisters, my car actually set on fire. So that was very scary. But I was going around Luna and it's just like saw flames out the back, which was yeah, definitely woke me up a bit. But yeah, no. So that happened. So that's on the vlog tomorrow, guys. But yeah, if you're enjoying this drift talk here, please do drop a like on the video. Helps us out. But yeah, no.
Hey, you put out a lot of content, man. To be honest,
I try to do well. I go for one every week, and I do this drift talk as well,
Yeah.
and then stream like on Fridays as well and other days. But I just want to show people like what drifting is and that anyone can do it, which like is just like proven, hopefully.
Yeah, it's really cool that you're doing that because I have a massive problem with just being like, yeah, I'll record, and then full drift day goes by. Ah, I didn't record.
Yeah, there is that. Like at the very start when I first started vlogging, I was like, so because obviously drifting's so funny, you just like want to get out on track or just want to eat your food as quick as you can, get out on track.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. But now I'm sort of like got into a habit of picking up my camera and being like, okay guys, so my car's just burnt to a crisp. Yeah.
But everything was good, or is that not yet?
I can't say anything else. People will have to watch the video to find out.
Okay, well, we hope everything's good.
No comment. Oh yeah, no, but I actually really like this track. Feels really good.
Yeah, this is in Florida, isn't it? They use it.
Have you drifted it over in America then?
I drifted last year at it's called No Coast Party Drift Bash in New Mexico. It's hosted by Officer Dan from GK Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was like a mini Matsuri. I drifted my buddy's 180. It had a KA in it. It was on ethanol. Oh man, ethanol. I wish we had ethanol over here. Holy crap. Like easily available. They get it for like $1 a gallon in Texas or something like that. It's crazy. It's so you can make so much power off ethanol. But anyways, yeah, I drifted there, and I drifted once in my hometown for one lap, and that was it. I've literally done no drifting in America besides that.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it's gonna be really cool going over to America then.
Yeah, I'm trying to. All my friends live in Arizona and Las Vegas. There's loads of drifting down there. The scene down there is really cool, and then you can hop over to California, obviously, and you have Grange and tracks like that. So
I definitely want to go over there as well and just like see what it's like, because I've heard from loads of people that it's like the drifting in Japan and then in the UK and then in America and in other parts of Europe, like the difference between them is really weird but cool at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone has a little bit different style, a little bit different driving styles. You know, the cars. Yeah.
Apparently in America it's more like mixed with like drag racing and NASCAR sort of thing. Sort of like the style of the cars and everything. Oh, crash.
I'd say there's a lot more V8 stuff.
Yeah, well, from YouTube I've seen it.
Yeah.
Someone says, who's Alex's favourite drifter?
My favorite drifter. Oh, I don't know.
Was there
Somebody
anyone
that
that inspired you especially?
Whew. I think when we were like coming up in Japan, Daigo Saito was just the coolest dude ever, for sure.
Still is.
Yeah, like he was just the king. Another person I thought was pretty cool was actually Martin Richards. When I was in Japan, I saw a little bit of his footage, and he had an R33 Skyline as well.
Yeah.
And it was just slammed on the ground, and mine wasn't. And I was like, this guy's way cooler than me. And then I ended up meeting him, and now we're friends. So that's actually really, really cool, just being able to link up with people from just around the world. And I really like Federico Cerifo because I used to go to his drift events in Italy, and now he's drifting in Formula Drift. So I'm always rooting for him.
Yeah,
trying to make that Ferrari work.
Is drifting in Italy really cool? I haven't really seen much of that.
It is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just not as much of it because, there's just not a lot of it. There's not as much of a presence, I guess, in Italy. It's more, it's Italy. They love there's a lot of motorbike racing. There's a lot of obviously F1 and supercars and all that. Yeah,
I can't like when you say Italy, you don't exactly think, ooh, drifting.
Yeah, but there's a decent drift scene there.
Yeah. That's what's cool about drifting is that it's literally fastest growing motorsport in the world. So it's like always getting bigger, which is great because more tracks open and more people go
Yeah.
into it. And
Exactly. That's what we need is more tracks.
more tracks, more people.
Yep.
And well, with more people comes more people trying new cars, and then everyone's like, "Ooh, we can drift them,"
Mm.
which is super
Yeah,
cool.
definitely.
I think we'll just do one more lap, and then yeah, that
Sure.
should be
Let's
it.
go. I had an amazing time, man.
Yeah, same. And also, I really like this track and these cars. Thanks to Rob from Everything Drift to letting us use his server and all his cars and stuff. Here we go. Ooh, oh!
Okay, I'm
Tagged the
still
wall
in
a
it.
tiny bit. Oh, here we go. Oh no, I'm really
Oh.
close on transition.
I was waiting for Rob.
Oh,
Oh no.
all right. That was a decent final lap. I think we can take that one.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do drop a like on the video. If you want to see more, then there's loads of videos. There's 10 of these drift talks now, which is super cool. But yeah, thanks Alex for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it's been super awesome. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.